Ratchet and Clank Going Commando walkthrough. Now this video I think is the one that has the level that's unlocked after we get all of the moonstones for that guy. So as you see walking past him, he wants 16 more of those crystals to get the hypnomatic part, but I'm not going to be doing that just yet. First we're going to be walking into this doorway, and then we can enter the mine shaft, and we're going to be using the glider yet again, so this will be pretty much the same process as any other glider, and you just need to kind of do a lot of trial and error. So once again, as I've said this before, slight movements are better when controlling the glider than sudden movements, and just learning the course, learning where everything is going to be a lot, is going to make it easier than actually trying to do it your first try. So this took me probably 6 tries or so, just because there were a few stupid things that killed me. Namely, this part right here has a pretty weird kind of zigzag you have to do, and then I got hit by those two a lot. And then this dip right here, this you have to go down pretty deep, and then you have to go down into the lava here. That lava killed me a ton of times. But making wide turns is probably the best thing you can do, and it's not too lengthy. You get right there and you're pretty much done. With the glider point, you get a checkpoint and you also get an ammo vendor, so that's pretty cool. Now we'll have to use the infiltrator to activate this door, and then we can get through the rest of the level, which is mainly just fighting a bunch of enemies. And I think I actually end up rushing through a lot of this because I was, again, getting close to running out of ammo. And I've said this before, but if you have a lot of weapons, that sometimes can be a lot more helpful than having like 3 or 4 upgraded weapons, because it all becomes a matter of, do you have enough bullets to defeat the vast amount of enemies they fire at you? Now, I'm not sure this is actually a required quest to finish the game, because once we get to the end, we're going to open up a doorway that is close to our ship, and inside that doorway is going to be an ammo vendor, is going to be an armor vendor, and that gives us easy access to armor upgrades in case we want them, but there's also other planets we could go to get armor upgrades if we didn't want to do all this work. But this also gives you a bunch of experience, and it is a chance to get some of your weapons to level up. I was trying to get my little robots to level up here, which is why I was only using them. And as you notice, these robots seem to be endlessly spawning. At least if they aren't endlessly spawning, then they're pretty close to spawning a lot. And that's why I kind of, at this point, was like, okay, forget it. I'm just going to try to rush through, let my robots do as much work as they can, and you're going to need to push open the buttons to open up the doors a couple of times, and you'll need to come into this room to do that button. And I came over here to get this health, but I don't think it mattered because I got hit anyway, so you know what to do. But anyway, I, again, just rushed through all of this just because I didn't want to fight all of those enemies, and I was kind of getting tired of this planet because of the earlier video where I had to fight all those ridiculously strong Yetis. Anyway, the doorway's on over here, and again, just rushing on through, trying not to get hit, is a very valid option in this game. And this is the mildly pointless doorway that is here. So there's an armor vendor. You can buy armor if you have the bolts for it, and you can use the infiltrator to open up that door. So once I do actually open up that door, that'll be the end of the video.